these are really tough cuts to defend when you're going to have people, millions of them, losing access to Medicaid, losing access to food assistance programs. I think also, though, if you have, and there are conservative voters who buy into the very idea of what Republicans have said in defense of this bill, which is, I do believe we are spending too much. I do believe that we need to rein in our national debt. Never mind the fact, by the way, that this bill doesn't exactly do that. But let's just assume that you still buy into the premise that cuts had to be made. These are really tough cuts to defend when you're going to have people, millions of them, losing access to Medicaid, losing access to food assistance programs. I mean, this on its face is difficult to offset by saying, well, you get to keep your tax cuts, which, by the way, are not new.
Yeah, I mean, and the White House knew this even before the bill passed. Yeah. You know, the biggest concern was about Medicaid and what was that going to look like, because they know that is not politically popular. I mean, the president himself has said, I don't want to cut Medicaid. He knows that the poll numbers are bad on that. And that's why they've tried to frame this as cutting waste, fraud, and abuse. The question is, especially in some of these districts, you know, with rural hospitals and other places like that, where, you know, you may as very well see the impact of these cuts, you know, how does that play with voters? And does that waste, fraud, and abuse message actually work?
Yeah, and I think this is just one of the issues that Republicans are going to have to play defense on.